Why am I awake? Said the donut to himself. Hi everyone, Donut here, and I felt like making a late night video instead of going to bed. We're going to talk about You see, I can't say that word out loud because YouTube will just take my ads away for talking about something controversial. So I had to come up with another name for... I'm going to call them Society's Little Mistakes. The first Society's Little Mistake that we're going to talk about comes out of St. Mary's County, Maryland, where a 17-year-old student pulled out a Glock and started shooting other students in a hallway. The suspect wounded a 16-year-old female and a 14-year-old male before the school's stud of a resource officer heard the gunfire, ran towards it, and fucked this kid's day up with a little gunfight. The suspect did return fire on the officer, and it is unknown at this time whether the suspect took his own life or he was killed by the officer's bullets. The deputy who we were talking about is Deputy Blaine Gaskill with the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Department. See, this is what happens when you take someone who is highly trained, someone who is on the SWAT team like Deputy Gaskill, and put them in a school resource officer position, as opposed to some school resource officers who stare at their phones when they should be helping direct traffic at your kid's school. The next Society's Little Mistake that we're going to take a look at comes out of Paw Paw, Michigan, and I personally want to thank the suspect. You'll see why in a minute. A 15-year-old student stole some of his grandfather's guns and cut them down so that they would fit into a bag. He then went to school and killed every single one of his bullies. Okay, back up a little bit. He didn't really carry out the shooting. The stealing his grandfather's gun thing is true, and I'm not trying to make a funny here, but I'm trying to make a little point about all these school shootings and protests that have been going on. Do you know what this 15-year-old told deputies after he turned himself in before he went off and killed a bunch of kids? He told police that he was bullied. He didn't tell police that an AR-15 whispered in his ear, "Kill them all." He didn't blame it on an inanimate object. He told police that he was shoved into lockers, punched in the throat, and pushed on the ground without remorse. You got all these kids putting forth all this effort to do all these walkouts and all these protests and all this never again stuff, but I don't really see much effort being put into just being a fucking decent person to your classmates. Let's blame the guns and get a free day out of school instead of actually walking over and talking to that kid who looks like he's having trouble. I'm not going to solely blame all the school shootings on bullies. I do think though that bullying plays a huge factor in nearly every school shooting. Actually, I don't think that. I'm pretty sure that's a fact. You want to hear my honest opinion on this? A lot of things need to be changed around, but guns are not to be blamed for this. Hashtag zero tolerance policy is bullshit. Hey, you know what? If you run an MMA or self-defense business, I bet you could get a lot of attention by saying you'll help anyone who's being bullied for free. And yeah, I want to thank the young man who we're talking about in this story for actually realizing he was about to do something terrible and seeking help. Reports state that he walked into the sheriff's department and was like, "Hey, I'm planning on shooting a bunch of kids Monday, and I'm also going to blow some shit up." Sheriff's Department got a search warrant for his house, and he was seriously about to do that. They found Molotov cocktails, they found supplies to make pipe bombs, they found intricate plans on who he was going to shoot, how he was going to do it, and how to keep his siblings home from school so they didn't get hurt. He was fully planning on carrying it out, so he was charged with 2 felony counts of larceny of firearms, 2 felony counts of possession of short-barreled shotguns or rifles, 2 felony counts of felony firearm, a felony count of attempted manufacture of explosives, and a misdemeanor count of possession of a Molotov cocktail explosive device. I wanted to give a shout out to Deputy Justin Gay of the Harris County Sheriff's Department. He was shot in the leg 7 times after responding to a disturbance last November. Reports are now stating that after several surgeries and 4 months of recovery, he is walking again. That is awesome, Deputy Gay. Just keep on trucking. Everyone send some good vibes his way. I also wanted to give a little shout out to Deputy LaShira Norwood of the Fulton County Sheriff's Department in Georgia. She is the first female to ever become a sniper in the county. She was the only female in her sniper class, and she finished at top of the class. Fucking get some, Deputy Norwood. That is awesome. If you are a female out there who is aspiring to become a police officer, here is someone to look up to. I am about to pass out at the wheel, everyone. I have no idea why I stayed up so late and made this video. I just wanted to throw out there before I get off that there is a new shirt on the merch store. You may remember the 2016 Dallas police shooting where the guy killed several Dallas police officers, and then he barricaded himself into a parking garage, and the only way to get to him was to drive the bomb robot up to him with a pound of C4 in its hand and blow his ass up. Well, I made a t-shirt of the bomb robot. Everyone, this is Donut. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Have a fantastic day. Hi everyone, Donut here, and I'm gonna do a vlog today and just see how that goes. I've been pretty hesitant about doing vlogs recently because they're fucking boring. At least a lot of vlogs are boring to me. Maybe you guys will like this, I don't know. I'm gonna put it up on the channel and see what happens. You see, when I put content on my channel, I want it to be as entertaining as possible, which is why I don't stretch my videos to 10 minutes to get double revenue, which would be super nice. But I'm just not a firm believer in putting dog shit out there just to make money on YouTube. So I thought to myself, how could this be entertaining? So I got to looking around at other vloggers. One of the first things that popped in my head is, hey, what does Jake Pauley do? What is his vlogs like? Because I've never watched any of his videos. You know, starting out a new vlogger like myself, I looked at his older videos and I've come to the conclusion that, yeah, I might be able to make more interesting content.
He wasn't ready. Oh god, this is gonna be the craziest vlog.
So, then I was struggling with the idea of, should I put this on my secondary channel or should I put it on my primary channel? My secondary channel only has like 3,000 or 4,000 followers, so I don't think I'll lose subscribers by putting this on my primary channel. Maybe, I don't know, if I can hope not. People have been asking me for vlogs for a while, and I may not have a $7 million mansion, and I may drive quite possibly the lamest PT Cruiser in the world at the moment while the truck is in the shop. But I'm gonna do my best to try this vlogging thing out. Oh man, the police are here. I'm making a vlog.
You mean a vlog?
A vlog.
Oh, a vlog.
A vlog. Do you wanna be in my vlog? Because you're already in it.
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
That python that we're finally starting to restore.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's got holster wear, it's got a little bit of rust. It needs some magnetite protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you doing, Russell?
I brought in 2 guns.
Those little guys right there?
These 2 guys right here.
What are you doing with those?
This is an old Webley and Scott junior pellet rifle from the 50s. It no longer launches at full velocity, so they're gonna treat the diaphragm,
treatment.
That's pretty
inspect
cool.
the springs. This is old Remington gallery gun. It's from early 20th century,
Nice.
and it's getting the full Monty.
A little person came in and drew some beautiful faces that look oddly like the sheriff from Squidbillies.
Cody,
Yeah.
how's your drama going?
My drama?
Yeah.
Oh. You like that game?
Yeah,
What's it called?
you can't jump.
Okay. Super Mario World 2.
No. Marshall. Hey, Marshall. Whoa.
Hey, look, it's Grizzly the friendly dog. How you doing today, Grizz? Pretty good? All right then, cool. It was good seeing you, Grizz. Good seeing you. So I got a new toy, and it took me and James to just speak on how easy it is to get a scary gun. It took me and James like 30 minutes of paperwork, and I had to sit here and let him call the FBI to make sure I could own this gun. And then there's Brock. I'm gonna need to start a GoFundMe to get these two 700s right here. All right.